Half a day, I'm Mitsuki Hirayama. You're watching KUAM News Edition. Thanks for joining us. Well, in tonight's top story, we're taking you over to Mangilaw, where a sleepy little side road is home to a very important mission, providing a safe, comfortable, and loving environment for some beloved creatures with cultural significance, whose numbers got recently dangerously low. And because of some very compassionate experts, these fine feathered friends are on their way to a healthy repopulation. Jason Salas has the story.
Sea sound, you would inhale and make your mouth ah at the end, so it goes.
That's very impressive.
Can you try?
I would. There you go. I think that's approved. Thumbs up and wings up. Hatched less than a week by way of artificial incubation after Super Typhoon Sinlaku's passage, the female sea who's now about a month and a half old, is happy and healthy under the protection and care of the Department of Agriculture.
We weren't too sure what direction Sinlaku was going to come, just on the path, and we just didn't want to take any risks.
Rocking an absolutely beautiful off-white plume, differentiating her from the familiar rust brown of the males, the bird, named Nenny Girl, is doing well and growing nicely, being among friends as part of the 7 birds in local captivity.
We have 5 down here, and we have we have a pair up there, the mom and dad of the Nenny Girl over here, and Zoma, the brother and sister, the siblings. And down here we actually do most of the prep work, from preparing 95 cocoa diets for the yard up there, and prepping their geckos, their diets like Katie did, as I mentioned before, and their special mix that we have for them.
She joined several other Guam kingfishers in the agency's Rail Lab, a controlled, safe space in Mangilaw, where the young one's behavior and temperament are constantly observed.
She's priority right now. From the start of the day to the end of the day, is just making sure that she's healthy, that she's eating, that she's vocalizing. Even just a little something that we don't see, as Gante mentioned earlier, they observe birds every day, and it's understanding what their behavior is like, and even just something that's like, it's almost like being a first-time parent, It's like, oh no.
But while this young lady is currently super spoiled by her handlers, the long-term plans to possibly set her into an unforgiving wild remains a workshopped idea.
Right now there's still a lot of work ahead of us when it comes to putting the birds out in the wild. As you know, we have a group of 9 birds out in Palmyra. From our population here in Guam, in captivity, we only have 2 females. One female is a little bit
bonds me to these birds.
Thanks, Jason, for that story. In other news, the Guam Veterans Affairs Office is preparing to move to a new location in Hagåtña and is advising veterans to plan ahead for any time-sensitive services. Its current office in Asin will permanently close on Monday, June 15, as staff begin transitioning equipment, records, and services to the new facility. During the relocation period, in-person services will be unavailable. The agency is scheduled to reopen and resume normal operations on Monday, June 22, at its new Hagåtña office. Officials say the move is part of ongoing efforts to improve accessibility and enhance services for Guam's veteran community. Veterans and their families are encouraged to complete any urgent business before the June 15 closure date. For more information, contact the Guam Veterans Affairs Office at 475-8388. In other news, the judiciary of Guam celebrated some of the island's brightest young artists and writers during its 2026 Law Month Award ceremony. Held in Judge Maria Senzon's courtroom, the event recognized winners of the annual coloring art and essay contest centered on this year's theme, the role of law and the American dream. Students from across the island showcased their creativity and understanding of justice, opportunity, and equality through their artwork and essays. Justice Robert Torres praised the continued growth of the Law Month program, now in its 18th year, saying organizers never imagined it would expand into what it has become today. Now, among the top winners were Santa Barbara Catholic School students who swept the coloring contest, while Ogudu High School and St. John's School students earned top honors in the essay competitions. Judiciary officials say the annual contest encouraged students to think critically about fairness, justice, and opportunity while strengthening their understanding of the rule of law. The celebration also marked one of the final events of Law Month with a race Judicata 5K scheduled for July 11th. In other news, music definitely brings people together, and that was the case in Virginia earlier this month, where a special benefit concert was held to raise funds to help those impacted by Super Typhoon Sinlaku. KUAM contributing correspondent Nook Dagado has the story.
Familiar sounds from the Marianas, echoing inside the Fairwinds Brewing Company in Lorton, Virginia. This is Hatsa Rise Above Sinlaku. Hosted by the Marianas Community Foundation.
For me, because I've been born and raised in Saipan, lived in Guam for 10 years, and every typhoon I've been there to help. This is my first time living in the States, and it just felt like I couldn't do nothing once our people needed help. So
Ken Marco Ariola is stationed out here with the military. He led the effort to put on this benefit concert.
I just want to say that we got you in mind, and help is coming, and whatever we can do out here to help support, we will do. We will try and do our best.
The giving back also coordinated alongside 671 Pacific Flame and Grill.
It was supposed to be a small thing, but those of us from the islands, we come together, we make it happen, and it's never small.
Owners Daryl and Melissa Fairbanks saw the devastation back home following the storm.
We may be 7,900 miles away from the islands. That doesn't mean that our heart isn't still at home with the people, those that are still, trying to get through the devastation and overcome that, and all that resilience that they need to have in order to get back on their feet. Those of us here, 7,900 miles away, we love everybody back home, we miss everybody, and this is for you.
I thought this is the community in Nafamalik, same as home, and I knew that everybody would come. We're thinking about you. It may have taken a little bit, but we needed to put everything together just to put this show out for everybody. And we're so happy that all the Chamorros and even other people we invited come out to support.
Supporters enjoying the vibes from DJs Kari and Lil Mish, to getting on the dance floor to music by the Goonies, who also traveled out from Guam. Along with a special collab performance by Jason J, Frankie Beyond from The John Danks Show, Peter Holly Cruz, and Austin Sarah Lou. Time for all to enjoy the food, vendors, raffles, and sounds of the Marianas, knowing it's all for a great cause.
It makes me feel really good that we're able to do something to help everyone back home.
It feels good because being gone for almost already 10 months of not being back at home makes me feel at home.
We love you guys, we miss you guys, and just be strong.
Stay safe out there. We love you guys.
To support them, they're never going to be forgotten. We're always here for them.
I think, the Chamorro spirit is always helping everyone. Whether you're from the CNMI or from Guam, Chamorros all pull together in times of the destruction and help with the recovery. So we're happy to be here.
For me, this is what our island represents. Culture, helping each other out, good times, Saipan, anybody that needs us in the culture. And that's why I'm here to support. I took the day off to come here. I'm willing.
1988 is when I was left from island of Guam.
Yeah, but you can just imagine what they're going through, right?
Yes, yes. The donation, anything that helps that they let us know, we'll do and support.
It's a great effort, and to be a part of this, because I was able to go to Guam a few years ago with my wife, and to be able to give back and show our support and love for what they're going through, it's a big thing for me and our family.
You know how Chamorros are. We always have to come together. Anytime anybody needs help, we should always be there.
I just wish you guys a whole lot and hope everything goes back to normal again.
Stay strong, and we're all in this together.
A celebration together to help those still recovering from Sinlaku. For KUAM News, I'm Nick Delgado.
Thanks, Nick, for that story. In other news, KUAM News is celebrating Father's Day all month long with a special community campaign honoring the father figures who make a difference in our lives. The Father Figures campaign invites viewers to share a favorite photo of or with their dad, along with a short message of up to 8 sentences highlighting what makes him special. Selected submissions will be featured across KUAM News broadcasts and digital platforms throughout the month of June. Participants will also be automatically entered for a chance to win prizes from campaign sponsors Shell and Enterprise Rent-A-Car. To participate, send your photo and message through Instagram direct message or email it to promotions@kuam.com. Join KUAM as we celebrate the dads, grandfathers, mentors, and father figures who help shape our island community. Stick around, we have more coming up on Weekend Edition. You're watching KUAM.
Dad called from Kmart. He wants tools and maybe a new grill. Dad shirts aren't cutting it anymore. Good thing the Father's Day sale is happening now, with can't miss deals all through the store. Big gifts, big deals for the big guy.
In honor of America's 250th anniversary, Jeep and Captain America are saluting real captains of America.
All clear, Cap.
Heroes like Captain Nuger, Captain Enda.
Team, I got eyes on Cap.
Captain Murray.
Copy that.
Captain McCall. And all those who served our country.
Need to live, Captain?
Brought my own, Captain. As America's veteran SUV, Jeep is built for freedom and driven by heroes.
Okay, everybody, Karen is on the left, Rayla is on the right, and together and with a staff and generations of dancers that have made the Talent Box what it is, they are celebrating 20 years of teaching the performing arts to young Guamanians and everything. So ladies, congratulations to you on a wonderful anniversary.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now Rayla, judging by your shirt and everything, is the cool thing to say these days still Talent Box or do we say T-Box? Because I want to be cool.
T-Box for life.
Okay.
That's what you say. T-Box.
There you go. Okay, now Karen, you are kind of like OG when it comes to the staff, the participants, the crew of there. You go all the way back to 2008.
Oh yes, it's been a long time.
Okay, how has your career evolution been in dance at T-Box?
Well, for one, I didn't think I would end up so on top of the scale as I am now. I thought I would kind of just be like this dancer forever, quiet, shy. If you had known me 10 years ago, I was timid, I was quiet, and I've grown so much of a personality now, and it shows in my creative work. So I would say it's been a lot of innovation, a lot of reinventing and reimagination for me.
Okay, and speaking of someone who is OG, and Rayla, I say this with ultimate respect, is you share this wonderful story about how way back in the day, you used to go head to head with guys and battle them, like drive up to JFK and go battle them and everything like that. So this is something that is near and dear to your heart and really part of the DNA of who you are.
Yes, it is. Jason talks about that because Jason used to be at that same parking lot at JFK dancing with me. But you know, Talent Box has always been a dream, like for me. I'm from the South. I'm from Agate, born and raised from Agate, and I didn't study dance professionally. I studied from the streets. Like I was picked up from a what do you call it, a talent show in my high school. If you remember back in the day, Camille's Performing Arts, she was one of the judges down at Ocean View when we used to have something called, what is that? Some dance competition. I can't even pick it up off the top of my head, but she was one of the judges. She picked me out from a group of girls dancing, and she said, I like you. I want you to work at my studio. I have a studio. I like this whole like kind of street funk dance. Back then it wasn't called hip hop. She called it like street funk dance or something. I was like, oh, I'd love to make that extra money. Dance has always been my passion.
And it was kind of a rebel art form back then, lady, because people were like, okay, if you do break dancing, you're gonna get hurt. You know, like, you know, you guys are just crazy punks on the side doing like just like us who would skateboard or who would, you know. But I mean, it has really now been embraced as an art form, as a sport, as a form of, you know, proper fitness and everything like that. And Karen, that's why we're doing this, to make a positive impact on kids.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. It kind of keeps also our kids, you know, from bad substances, from bad crowds. We surround them with so much positivity, so much love, and just something to work towards as they climb that ladder into being their most elite self.
And what is amazing too is, Rayla, because dance continues to evolve, the formations and the styles that you're doing today are probably completely different to when you guys first started out 20 years ago.
Correct.
Okay, how have you guys managed to like keep up with the times?
Oh man, these guys, the instructors that I have down at the studio, they're so creative. Like we kind of just get together and kind of just form this variety of style of dance. Hip hop is our foundation. Like, we roll with hip hop. That's the crew. That's the T-Box. But we've integrated jazz and ballet. We've done some numbers where we integrated Tahitian into our hip hop numbers.
Oh, so traditional with the new school stuff.
Yes,
very
so,
nice.
Yeah, so these guys have creative minds, man, and they just keep bringing, bringing it to the table. So. We're excited. It's 20 years, and we're ready to celebrate with the older girls who flew in. My kids flew in from the States just to come in to dance. We have old dancers who are mothers now. Their kids are dancing, and so it's gonna be an amazing show.
Okay, and you know that's why we're doing this, Karen, because it's a showcase of history, of family, of culture, and really like, you know, the expression of oneself through dance and everything. So what is the agenda for the show going to be like?
Well, that's the thing, you know, as she said, our foundation is hip hop. So a lot of people think, okay, maybe just hip hop, you know, what else is there? But I think people aren't expecting how many different types of hip hop we have. There's so many different kinds, you know, you have your aggressive power moves, we have our soft R&B styles, we threw in a little bit of K-pop in there, there's a lot of theatrical pieces.
And is it true that the slower stuff is actually harder because it's more, you know, the fast stuff is, I mean, it goes by so quickly, you can make a little mistake and hardly anybody picks up on it. The slow stuff, you have to be locked in.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to your musicality, make sure you catch those beat killers. It's pretty difficult with the slower stuff for sure, especially for me personally.
The slower stuff is harder because you got to keep your control, and you got to keep your piece really entertaining, because if it's slow and people don't gravitate to it, they kind of just lose it. But we are going to have some special pieces at this concert.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Now, for a limited time, get our largest pizza at our lowest price. Just $9.99 for our classic New York-style pizza. It's 30% larger than our large, and at only $9.99 for carryout. Don't wait. Order now at your Island Pizza Hut.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Hafide Guam, I'm Jason Salas here with two sports legends. Happy Father's Day to both Coach Fred Peters and Coach Ryan Rios. Gentlemen, of course, and established sports icons on the island. Big Freddie P was known as the anchor of our Team Guam men's basketball team for a very, very long time. And of course, Ryan, the chairman of the board, the premier middle linebacker in Guam football for a very, very long time. I would dare say, and respectfully, gentlemen, now these days, you're just known as Gia's dad and Rain's dad.
That's it.
And that's what we're talking about today, because these two sports legends have coached these amazing teams at St. John's and GW to championships this year. They've also coached their captains and MVP level, who also happen to be their kids. Gia Peters, of course, your daughter, the 3-time MVP in the league, and Rain Rios, 4-time defensive MVP of the league. Both the first player to win offensive and defensive MVP, and of course this year you guys won the championship. So Coach, congratulations to you both.
Thank you.
And happy Father's Day to the both of you.
That's coming up, right?
Okay, what has been the experience, boys, of coaching your children? I mean, you guys, give the instruction, the motivation, the inspiration to all of your athletes and everything like that, but specifically when it's your kid. Fred, what's that been like for you as a graduate?
Well, for me, it's almost a double thing. I've been here at St. John's coaching for like 30 years. Gia went here 15. She's 15 years. She just graduated, but she started when she was 3 years old. So she's been in this gym pretty much the last 15 years. And I will say the advantage I had. I mean, I got the keys to the gym. We'd come in at 6 in the morning and shoot. When she was in, 5th and 6th grade, she kind of started taking a liking to basketball. When she was younger, she was a swimmer and she did all these other sports. But if the amount of work she wanted to put in was only limited by her. I was here all the time anyway, so literally even through COVID times, I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this now, but we'd be here at 1 o'clock in the morning in this gym. Gia'd be shooting,
Nice.
Little things. I mean, there's things I still got on the board, like her free throw percentage from when she was in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. So that aspect, it was different. I know Coach Ryan and me have literally coached hundreds, if not thousands of kids over, 30-some years. But in this case, I probably spent more time with, her because she's my daughter than any other player, that I've ever been.
So how about you, Coach Ryan? Because, Rain's your youngest. He is possibly the most decorated GW athlete like ever, deservedly so. Football, rugby, wrestling, also a really, really good kid. But what is it like when you're actually coaching your child?
Well, you got to put the father aspect away, and you got to be the coach. So I don't let him get away with anything. When it's time to run, or when it's time to do cows, or it's time to lead the team, Rain will step up to do that. I didn't really have to put my foot down, because he was the player that wanted to do everything, and to make his team better. I mean, I don't want to blow smoke, but he did what I needed him to do.
And that's how you play too. You lead by example.
Yes, but the best thing about me and Rain is when we're going home and with his brothers is that time in that car, that 30-minute drive or that 15-minute drive, and we discuss what happened and how to react and how to solve the problem. And we did a lot of that in the car.
What have your kids, in winning MVPs and winning the championships, graduating from high school and everything, developing their own approach to the game that you guys love so much? Fred, what has Gia taught you?
Patience, for one thing. I mean, that's raising a girl. I had to be more patient. I couldn't maybe yell at her as much as I would. I probably yelled at Michael Min and maybe used language I wouldn't use to her. But just the I'm proud of her. I mean, she got valedictorian, which was totally unexpected. But the time management, the things that maybe I wasn't as good at. I didn't get valedictorian in high school, so she's got that on me. But just there's something about being a father, and you see her. I mean, literally when she was born. I mean, I'd hold her in my two hands. That's how big she was. She's only like 4 pounds when she was born. So through that time, the last 18 years, I mean, I would hope that as a man, as a father, that I've improved as well. I mean, maybe that's patience. Maybe I've become a better teacher. I mean, like I say, I've been teaching here at St. John's as well. I think it's made me a better coach, being around her and working. We look at videos, and when, Coach Ryan was talking about in the car, that's where we used to, talk, okay, we got to do this. What do you think? What if I play this player here? Could you move over to the 2 guard? Let's let Zana run the one position. So
there's no film session that can match up with like those talks. I'm sure. Like,
there's not. You know, at home sometimes we would be on the on the big screen looking at tape. You know, because nowadays whatever's on FB you put on your big screen. Hey, you missed this screen here. You know, okay, and the video, but you're sitting at home doing this. You know, we're eating dinner. It's not in a film session. So I mean, she's taught me a lot as well, and her future, both of them. Rain and her future both. Her goal is to play college basketball. She's got to get through an injury here. It happened playing basketball, and she'll come out stronger on the other side. But
okay, and then Ryan, what has your boy taught you about the game that you are so respected for playing like here on Guam as one of our legends, but also about being a parent? What has he taught you?
Well, when I throughout the years about how I taught him about respecting your teammates, respecting your opponent, and respecting your coaches. Rain does that well. He does that well. Wherever he goes, he'll go up, he'll fangi the referees, he'll talk to the other coaches, and also the other players. One thing that I really admire about him is that he has a work ethic like a college player. He's every night. I mean, I wouldn't do that. He would come home and he would start pumping weights. Or, Dad, I'm gonna work out. Okay, we're gonna eat dinner. Okay, we eat dinner. Dad, I'm gonna go work out. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. What are you doing? What are you doing? Dad, I'm gonna go running in the morning. What are you doing? Things that you as an athlete would wish you would do, he did. He would do that extra. He would go that extra mile to do that, and that taught me a lot as what type of athlete that I need to coach, or how do I need to explain myself to my players on work ethic. Basically, work ethic and attitude.
Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade. On the field, on the court, in the game. But what happens beyond the game? Get stories behind the stats, the players behind the plays, and the teams making an impact on and off the field. Join us every weekend on KUAM News Weekend Edition for Beyond the Game, because sports are more than just a score. Only on KUAM, Guam's leader in sports coverage, Beyond the Game is presented by Gatorade.
Don't need a work break, keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replay, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
And now here's your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shoutout sent to us on KUAM.com.
All right, everybody, to the youngest of the clan, Garen Josiah Igros Camacho. Enjoy your day today, boom boom. After this birthday, in all caps, you will be sharing it with your youngest sibling, wink wink emoji. Mommy, daddy, and all of your siblings love you plenty, and they say XOXO, and then the kiss emoji. Garen, you are very, very loved by your family. And family, that was a great, great shout out. Happy 34th birthday to Rashid Charfaris. We love and miss you so much, and please enjoy your day. Say a very proud dad, mom, your brothers, and Nana and Papa.
I don't know what I've been told.
I don't know what I've been told.
Someone here is getting old.
Someone here is getting old.
Your Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake winner
for this week goes to...
Okay, also everybody, we have a birthday club winner to get to. So the new owner, and hopefully someone who's going to enjoy and then share their birthday cake this year with ice cream, by the way, is Amelia Jade Castro, who is going to get a DM from us and Cold Stone Creamery to let you and your family know when you can swing by and get your extra birthday present. And we hope you really, really enjoy it on this hot island weekend. Want to wish your special someone a happy birthday? Just click the QR code here on your screen or email birthdayclub@kuam.com.
That's going to do it for us here on Weekend Edition. Visit KUAM.com or follow us at KUAM News on social media for the latest news. For now, I'm Matsuki Hirayama. We close out with those of you who submitted your father figure who make a difference in our lives.
This father figure moment is brought to you by Shell. Go well, go Shell. An Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it.